First of all, I want to thank each one of you for the great job you've been doing your normal job, working with clients, delivering value, living up to the IBM standards, winning in the marketplace. The important part is winning. For the last 100 years, we've been taking on clients across the globe, across industries, and we've been delivering value. Value to the customer, value to the employees, value to society, value to environment, value to governments. And I want to thank you all for that. Because IBM is not about leaders, it's not about CEOs, it's all about the IBM. And the IBM brand, as you all know, is experienced through the IBM. Of late, there have been a lot of wonderful things being said about IBM and wonderful things that our competition is saying about all the wonderful things they're doing, and we respect them for that. But we are not here for the competition. We are here for our customers because we owe it to them. Having said that, all the ravishingly astounding work that you've done over the last so many years has been possible because most of you have undergone training and how to deal with situations, how to deal with customers, how to deal with industries. And of late, the biggest question in front of our customers is how do they experience the customer's brand. For example, how does a retail shopper experience Walmart? Or how does a telecom user in India experience Bharti? And that's the biggest question that is confronted by our customers. My question to you, and the context of this briefing, is how does our customer experience the IBM brand? It's through the IBM. And when their end customers are asking for a customer experience, our customers are also right in demanding a better customer experience from us. So what we have decided is that we're going to change the way we dole out customer experience. And we're going to do that with a slightly, and I hope all of you are taking notes because I'll be really upset if you don't have questions for me at the end of this. And we're going to do this with the help of some of the sectors that are masters at dealing out customer experience. Number one sector that comes to my mind is hospitality. The hotel industry has been living customer experience day in and day out. You go to a hotel and they roll out the red carpet for you. This is how we're going to change the game. We're going to ask the hotels, this hospitality sector experts, to come in and train us as how we can deal out customer experience the way they do. I know you must be thinking this guy's out of his mind, but that's what IBM has done. IBM has changed the game. We started talking about on-demand long before anybody else. We started talking about Smarter Planet long before anybody committed to the planet. We started talking about smarter cities before people understood the importance of an integrated city. And today we're going to talk about customer experience long before anybody talks about customer experience in a way that only we can talk. And because we need to do it in a very, very different way, we're going to use partners who've been doing it for years. It's not today that the hospitality industry is doing it. They've been doing it for centuries. Hotels, inns, in the old Indian days, there used to be sarais, used to be experts at treating customers. That is one. The other part is most of us will undergo training set up by these customer experience channels run by these hospitality experts. We're going to talk to them. We're going to talk to some retail chains as to how they define customer experience and how they deal with customer experience, the new channels, the new methodologies. And we're going to change the game once again. I know all of you have been doing a great job. It's no reflection of what you've done so far. But the question is not what we've done. That's history. The question is, what are we going to do in the future? And for that, we need something else. We need a weapon. We need something different. We need a different approach. And for that, we're going to change the program. So I know it's going to be an interesting experience. Who doesn't want to go to a hotel and talk about customer experience? Who hasn't been to a hotel here? I'm assuming all of you have been to a hotel. And those who have not, I think you should check in today. just after this briefing, please walk out, check into the nearby hotel and see what is customer experience. And then come back and clear your mind, empty what you know, get new stuff in. Beauty, brains, and success are good. But what makes the difference is panache, is flamboyance. And that's what the customer expects, and that's what we're going to give to them. So with that, I'd like to conclude my briefing, and I'm open to any questions that you might have, which I'm sure you have, but we'll take like 2 or 3 of them. Over to you.
So, let me start. That was a wonderful analogy, and definitely we all have experienced that experience from a hospitality industry, how thoughtful they are when receiving a customer in a very sunny place, coming up readily with their wet cloths, freshened with lemon flavor and things like that. So those are definitely
Right.
going to bring a lot of difference to our thing. But
Right.
IBM is a B2B
Right.
enterprise. So how can we accommodate some of that B2C kind of experience in our scenarios?
Brilliant. Brilliant question. It's a great question. Do I expect all of you to take a wet cloth and take a drink and go and meet the customer? No. The answer is no. I mean, we'll be, I don't know, flouting how many IBM norms, including Sativa, if you do that. But the point is, just think about the example. What did that example talk about? It talked about proactivity. The customer service executive or the waiter or whoever you're referring to was proactive in understanding the customer is coming out from the sun on a sunny day. He needs a wet towel, he needs a drink. Right? That's what we need to do. We need to be proactive. We can't wait for the customer to tell us, hey, listen, I have this project. It requires 50 people. Those days are long gone. Those days are over. We need to tell the customer, hey, you need us to do this, and we'll do it with 15 people. That's what they're looking for. That's what they expect from IBM. So, great question.
So you mentioned, you gave a great overview in client experience, but I think something that IBM has lacked, and something that I expressed very recently, is that we've got so many of these cross-brand offerings, and often there is a tendency to have overlaps, and then one doesn't really know in terms of who's the client-facing person and where is it there are opportunities to upsell or cross-sell.
Right.
So what do you make of this, and what do you think we'll be able to take away from the hotel example, say, that you just cited?
Right. I agree. I mean, that's a common challenge. We are 4 lakh odd people, 400,000 odd people all across the globe. Each one is a leader. Each one represents a certain brand. Brands have different priorities, as you all know. But the key is, I expect what we are going to do from this example is we're going to create client value teams. And it's not that there's a fixed leader for each client pursuit. The leader is going to change depending on where the value is and who has more time to commit to this. And I see the client value leader as somebody like a coach. He sends in the right players, he shuffles the orders, he puts in who's required and pulls out who's not required. And that's the role we should play, because we are all part of one team. And what I've seen and what I've seen of clients, they don't see brands. They see one IBM. They don't know about all the brands. And they don't even care, quite honestly, and they should not, because that's internal. For them, there's only one company. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. I know I'm almost out of time, so it was great talking to all of you. Lovely having you here. Please keep doing the great job you do, and I will talk to you very, very soon.